everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for coming back. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment down below, share this video, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified of when we drop new videos. If you are not new to the channel and you've been on this journey with us in our gardens, thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, we're talking about the life cycle of green beans. I know we haven't done a life cycle video in a while, but we're gonna get right back into it before the summer ends. And we're starting off with green beans. So beans are some of the easiest plants that you can grow in your garden if you're a beginner gardener. Even if you're a master gardener, beans are such a great vegetable to grow because one, they grow very fast in a matter of a week. Two, they have minimum maintenance that they need. Three, they have a large harvest if you plant enough. So beans are in the legume family, which includes peas, soybeans, peanuts, and other types of trees and bushes. In our gardens, we grow Kitchen King green beans, Wonder Kentucky green beans, pole beans, and snap peas, both Oregon and the super snappy variety. In the coming months, before winter gets here, we're gonna try our hand at some alternative varieties. Let's get into the garden back here to show you some of the varieties of green beans and how well they're doing. So when you're growing your beans, you can always do the three sister technique, which we'll do a specific video for the growing method called the Three Sisters soon. But that's just a Native American growing method where you grow squash, corn, and beans next to each other. These are considered the Three Sisters, okay? And so for these green beans, you can see there's some damage here. I'm gonna spray some neem oil. If you haven't watched our video on how to take care of your plants and prevent pests, make sure you click the video right there in the top right corner or top left corner of your screen. But before we leave, we just watered, so it's not too late. And we just watered the plants, and you can tell they're wet, but we're gonna spray some neem oil before we leave. That'll just help keep the pests down. In regards to what I was saying earlier about growing many beans together at once in different times. So if you plant some green beans in your raised beds, in your rows, or in pots 1 week, and you wait another 2 to 3 weeks to do another planting, you will get a great harvest and you won't have to worry about beans because you'll have a large harvest. So you see how we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's so many beans on here, and this is going to go to one family. And then we have beans over here. We have beans all along this vertical trellis here. And then we have beans all along that area right there. And so that's what I mean by growing a multitude of beans and then doing multiple plantings. That way you can extend your harvest, especially when you're trying to be sustainable and conserve energy and money for your family or just for yourself. Beans are such a great vegetable to grow because they have high yields and they can grow through the cool months as well as through the summer months. Right here we have this plant, this green bean plant here. I think I just want to remove it. You can see that it's still growing, but I did want to show you all something. And so in these little pods here, these are called pods. And inside the pod, it's a bean. These are kind of small, so they probably won't have, yeah, we have a bean, there we go. It's small, but you see that white, hopefully the camera can focus. You see that white part right here? I'm trying to get with my one hand. Right here, this is the bean. It's small, so you know when you're eating green beans and the bean inside of the pod comes out, this is that. And so this little bean here, if I would have let it grow bigger, it would turn into a seed, right? And you just harden off the seed, which means you just let it dry in a cool place and then plant it. It turns into your green bean plant, right? And so green beans beans period are nitrogen fixers, which means that when your green bean plant grows, on the roots here, you can't really see it with the naked eye, but if you had if you took a sample of the root and put it under a microscope, you can see that each part of the root has these little nodules which take the nitrogen out of the air and bring it into the soil, which helps the plants around the green bean, and it helps the green bean plant itself. Also a great way to provide nitrogen to all of your other plants, especially your squash plants, because squash plants need lots of energy since they're heavy feeders. And you can put a bunch of green beans around your plants, so you're getting literally two benefits from your green beans. You're getting the nitrogen that they fix through their roots, as well as a large harvest from the top of the plant. So with our Project Great program, we've been teaching the students during the school year that it's best to leave the roots inside of the ground. Even though I just pulled it up, I just wanted to show you guys. But if I am just gardening and just removing old plants, I tend to just leave the roots inside of the ground because they'll decompose. By not removing the roots from the ground and just cutting it at the base, cutting the plant at the base, you're helping to maintain the microorganism network that has been created through microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, all those things. So it's best to just leave the roots in the ground. If you create an environment for bumblebees, honeybees, and butterflies by bringing in flowers like that the bees and all the other pollinators are attracted to, the bumblebees and honeybees will also be attracted to your green bean flowers. And so these are so beautiful and so pretty. But this is the green bean flower. These right here, I believe, are Kentucky Wonder, either Kitchen King or Kentucky Wonder green beans, one or the other. But these are their flowers, right? And look how beautiful and dainty they are. Sometimes we have bumblebees come and pollinate them. And so they grow from here. This flower here gets pushed out and it turns into this green bean here. And so that green bean there, in another 2 to 3 weeks, will turn into these green beans here. And so once your green beans get to this size, you want to harvest them and blanch them, or how we instruct our families when cooking and preserving. You want to blanch them in boiling water for a few seconds, and then take them out, let them cool off for a bit, and then put them in a freezer bag and let them freeze. That way, when you're ready to eat them, all you have to do is cook them for a few more minutes and they'll be ready to eat. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We hope you learned something interesting about green beans. We hope that you try to grow green beans depending on your area. We are in, I believe, 8A or 8B, the growing zone, here in Georgia. So we do have a few more weeks. We have August and September, and probably 1 or 2 weeks out of October that we can grow green beans and that we can harvest some more green beans for our families here in our area. But let us know in the comments, where are you in the United States or around the world? And comment if you have tried to grow green beans, or if you're going to grow green beans right now or in the next season. We would love to hear from you guys, so comment that down below. We want to thank you for watching today's video. We want to thank you for subscribing, for liking all of our videos so far. We're at 100, I believe 111 subscribers. That's awesome. We're almost at 200 subscribers since we've started this channel, I think over a year ago, and we're already here. So thank you so much for your support. Again, like this video, subscribe, comment down below, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at EBLLC INC, and Project Great on TikTok, where we have more in-depth videos, shorter clips of all the things we talk about here on YouTube, and other interesting facts about plants and how to grow your own food at home. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys later in the garden. Bye.